centered on it?
Yep.
Okay. Today we're going to cover different ways to throw shots to hit people with the same shots you already use, even though they're blocked from it. For instance, if he gets in a hanging guard. Okay. Drop, tip down. Tip down, hanging guard. Okay. Pretty much he's covered. You know, you're thinking he turtled up. Traditional offside, he can pull the tip down and make the drop. If I come with a snap, he can bring it out, block. If I'm a couple of inches closer, this is what we call a wrist leader. He makes this block, but I'll do a wrist leader. I'm throwing to snap. At the last minute, you turn it over into a wrap, you come around. If he's doing the offside block, I can pull the lever in, come up underneath it. You should be able to throw an offside from this close. From here, again, he's going to cover it, but I can throw the offside like this close. You can't throw an offside from here, and here you can go really high. I can throw the same shot here. You need to be able to throw offsides from that close. Now I want you to have a slightly open stance in the traditional position. We went over Molinets last week. Molinets are where you drop it down and cover, but he's nice and closed. We covered last week that I can slide step and throw, but what if you don't have the movement to get over there? I can do the same effect by moving my arm across my body before I throw. Same thing, same position as over here where it's blocked. My arm's further over and I'm inside of it. Same shot, you're just a couple degrees over. Everything can be done that way. If he gets in a traditional position, traditional shoulder, vanilla,
So?
vanilla traditional,
Got slightly
old
different
school,
terms for the guards I use.
sorry, old school, Bellatrix 101 kind of thing. This is the thing where everybody hangs out at range, all the blocks are easy, all the blocks are straightforward. If he throws something, I make your traditional blocks, go ahead. You know, if he throws in my leg, make your traditional block and so forth and so on. See what he does with every one of those shots. Do you see the point of his shield? Leg again. See the point of his shield?
Yep.
If I do a leg shot, he's still covered. Throw it again. Wow, he's almost not covered. But the wrist leader again, throw it again. I'm bringing it around. I can change the angle here and I'm dipping up inside the tip rather than coming around through it. Let's rotate this way so the camera can see. Let me see if your leg block is weighted. Typical leg block. Okay. Same thing. Instead of throwing your snap like this in his leg, turn it into a wrist leader. Come up underneath it. Slow motion, it's like this. The angle, you're coming up underneath it rather than through the shield. This is covered. This is not. Let's see, angle on the other one. Now, again, we did the block across into your body. Angle is the angle I want to see. He's over here. This is blocked. Easily blocked. You know, this is all day. He can block this, no big deal. But I can take the same shot, turn into a face thrust. Same motion. Oh, he's blocking. We're here. I'm doing the hanging guard. A lot of times I see people take their shots, pull them way back so they can jam the thrust in. Sorry, I actually did what I was trying to get them to avoid to do. I taught that one backwards. I apologize. People are clearing their arm to get the thrust in. From here, all I have to do is rotate my shoulders, quick pop. Much quicker, much easier to disguise, much harder shot to block. It's those little angles that make the whole difference. Doesn't have to be footwork. Footwork is great. The leg wrap I showed you, the wrist leader, when I'm here, it's a little effective. If I can take the same step over here, I can hit him as far as I want. Just examine your shots. Friedrich, can you get your shield? All right, I'm going to move it lefty, thank you. No, I'll Yes. Mainly your body and your leg are going to get brutalized.
I'm expendable.
This angle, I want this angle. Again, the wrist leader that we talked about. Shield block only this time first. If I'm throwing a snap, easy block. Snap to the leg, easy block. Snap to the body, easy block. If I take the wrist leader component, it goes from an easy block, body. See how much further he has to come across to get it, leg. Again, same thing, he's way out of the way. When I move his shield out of the way, there's other places I can hit. I can also take those and do something else. If I throw a snap, I have limited options. If I throw a wrist leader, as soon as he returns to his stance, I can come through with the thrust. But again, if I move his shield way over there, if I throw a snap, he's hardly out of position, I can't do much. If I throw it as a wrist leader, he's way out of position, I can jam it just the way we talked about last week. And now, figuratively speaking, he's my bitch. Thank you. These things work against a lot of different things. Two swords. Bring your two swords out. A wrist leader should be indistinguishable from a snap until the last possible second. When you do that, you get a whole lot more mileage from it. If he doesn't know if I'm throwing this or this, it's a much harder block. Did you see the difference with that? Same thing. If I throw at his arm, if I'm sniping his arm, good, you have the wrist block. If I'm sniping his arm, it's covered. Wiffle ball, not my regular one.
It works.
Those extra couple of degrees, with the snap, he just turns his wrist just the slightest touch, it's blocked. When you throw the wrist leader component, way across. And again, same thing we just talked about, I can throw it.
Offline.
Thrust. Molonaise, I don't think we talked about last week when we did this. Two swords, Molonaise are your friend. When you throw against two swords, the last thing you want to do is throw perpendicular to his blade. This is an easy block. No matter how I do it, no matter how I try and sneak past it, it's an easy block. You throw parallel to the blade, or you throw around the blade. Parallel to the blade, a Molonaise is a glorious thing. I'm here. Nobody, I'm sorry.
Dude.
Same thing, I like to pump high, so the thinking it's a high shot, and then bring it right down into the gut the same way.
So
if you can get two swords to lift their swords up, you know, this is your best friend. I'll say we're 30 seconds from done. Main thing is when you're doing whatever shot it is you're doing at the Pell work, you have to think about interesting ways to do this. If I'm throwing a snap at a Pell like this, every time, same exact shot, if I'm doing the 100-day Pell challenge, I'm not going to learn shit. This is not going to teach me diddly squat. I have to imagine my Pell as my opponent, and I can throw that same Pell shot and sneak it past. You're a Pell, remember? You're not. I'm going to sneak it past and snake it through. By drawing the elbow inside, if this heater. Same thing. If it's a Pell, yay. But if I sneak it past, if I take the offside, yay. I'm doing wonderful things. I'm learning a lot. But if I sneak it past, draw the tip in past the guard. If I get in close, draw the tip in inside. That's when I'm going to learn something. You have to experiment. You only need 3 or 4 shots. You just need to be able to hit anywhere on them at any time. That's good for this week.